Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm bringing top 2 fully funded scholarships to study in UK. And these two scholarships are quite popular, but I still thought of making a video because a lot of you kept on asking that what are the criterias, how we can apply, and what are things we need to take care of. So here I am making a video for you guys. So you better like it and subscribe to my channel. So the first scholarship is Commonwealth Scholarship. A lot of you would have heard about this already, but let me tell you that this scholarship is given by UK government for international students to study in the UK. They can do their master's program, their PhD programs, and other master's program as well, like the research-based master's program, because there are two type of master's courses. One is taught and one is the research-based. Under this Commonwealth Scholarship, there are multiple scholarships as well, such as Commonwealth Master's Scholarship, Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, Commonwealth PhD Scholarship, and Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship as well. So a lot of you, if you don't plan to go out, but from within your home country, if you would like to do a distance learning course, then you can also apply for this scholarship. One very critical information that Commonwealth Scholarship gives priority to students who wish to study a master's program in the following areas: science and technology for the development, strengthening health systems and capacity, promoting global prosperity. In this, courses such as climate change, sustainability, environmental, all of these courses can also be covered. Strengthening global peace, governance and security. In this course, you can consider Masters in Political Science, Masters in International Relations, Masters in Diplomacy. All kind of pol science related courses can be covered under this area. Strengthening resilience and responses to crisis. In this course, you can mainly think of Masters in Economics or Public Policy. And the last one is Access, Inclusion and Opportunity. That being said, it doesn't mean that they will not consider the applications from students who wants to do marketing, HR, finance, accounting and all these areas as well. You are also more than welcome to apply for this scholarship. Now, in order to be eligible to apply for this scholarship, you need to be from one of the Commonwealth countries. Now, India for sure is one of that country, but if you are seeing my video from some other country, and let's say for example Bangladesh, Pakistan or somewhere else, then you need to check whether those countries fall under the Commonwealth area or not. Second is you need to have 2:1. Now UK universities, their academic grades are based in 2:1, 2:2 and all. So when you convert it to Indian grading system, you need to technically have 60% or above or more than 6 CGPA. Now remember, the higher the score you have, the better are your chances of getting the scholarships. And also people from the low family income will be given more priority. Now the documents you will need to apply for this scholarship are passport, your academic, your undergraduate transcript. If you have completed your bachelor's, then your degree certificate. Don't worry if you have not completed, then you can just submit your mark sheets till whatever SEM you have got your results, and your transcript till the same results you have got it. And if you have got the admission letter, then you can submit that also. But if you don't have it, that's okay. It's not a requirement, only if you have the offer letter. And you need 2 letters of recommendation, preferably from your academic professors only. And the last is personal statement questions you need to answer, that is given by the Commonwealth Scholarship Committee. Now the second scholarship is Chevening Scholarship to study a master's in the UK in any university for any program. Now, under this scholarship, your accommodation, your flight tickets and your tuition fees are completely covered. The first requirement is that you need to have a bachelor's degree in any discipline. You need minimum of 2 years of work experience, which is also called as 2800 hours of experience. That if you calculate, it will come to 2 years approx. Now your work can be either full-time work, part-time work, paid volunteership, unpaid volunteership, paid internship or unpaid internship as well. And calculate all the hours from all of these if you have, then if it gets total to 2800, then you are eligible to apply for it. And remember one important thing, any sort of experience that you have gained during your bachelor's will not be counted towards these 2800 hours. So it has to be after your graduation only. The documents you need for this scholarship are same as the Commonwealth Scholarship. And there is one important thing that you need to know about the fully funded scholarship. This is, I'm not just talking about these two scholarships, but majority of the places when you apply for the Fulbright scholarship or maybe the Marshall scholarship or any kind of scholarship basically that covers your full tuition fees, they will have this rule that after completing your studies, you will have to return back to your home country. You cannot stay there and work, or you cannot utilize the post-study work permit as well. If you are okay with it, then and only apply for these scholarships. Or if you want to see that, okay, you are not sure about it, but if you get an opportunity to study for free and then you have to come back to your home country and you are fine with it, then it's kind of a win-win situation for you. I hope this video helped you. If you have got any questions related to these two particular scholarships, you can ask me in the comment section below, and also let me know what next video you want me to make. Till next time, bye.